Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tortured Tall Tales. Today we'll be reading The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once there was a boy called the Boy Who Cried Wolf. He owned a small sheep farm in a valley next to a conveniently positioned, dark and terrifying forest. The boy was very much touched in the head and starved for attention to the point of madness. The consensus among the townsfolk in the nearby village is that he was just the worst. One day, the boy thought it would be very amusing to shout, "Wolf! There's a wolf! Quickly, someone come save me from this positively existent threat to my life!" Upon hearing the child's cries, the leader of the townsfolk called to his citizenry,
"It's the boy who cried wolf! He's in trouble! We must rescue him from a very real danger!"
A groan was emitted by the villagers who had just sat down for a nourishing yet horrible everything stew, for they didn't altogether care if the boy was maliced terribly by a beast. However, not wanting to be party to the demise of a young child, as it would surely sully their family names, they quickly sprang into action, grabbing pitchforks and shovels and firearms or whatever, while all the while the child continued to cry, "Help! Help! A large wolf!" The villagers descended on his farm only to experience a confounding lack of wolves. One of them remarked, "There is no wolf, just a very loud and disturbed young boy who is still alive." Infuriated, the villagers returned to their homes. The boy let out a chuckle and said to his sheep,
"They really believe there was a wolf? Oh, I'm so silly."
The next night, the boy got it in his head that he would once again positively bamboozle the people of the village, so he let out a very not realistic howl and followed up his own idiotic fanfare with the same desperate shrieks of terror that he unleashed upon the countryside just one evening prior.
"Help! Help! A big damn wolf has come out of the forest and means to rip me asunder and disembowel me for his own grotesque amusement. He's not even hungry, he just wants to kill me. Help me, please!"
Upon hearing this astonishingly detailed cry for help, the villagers once again put down their spoons and left the comfort of their homes to come to the aid of someone they had very little vested interest in preserving the life of. They grabbed their tools and weapons and once again descended upon the boy's farm. Upon arriving, they were treated to the horrendous and upsetting sight of a very, very alive boy. Livid to the point of uncontrollable tremors by having been taken for Mary Andrews yet again, the villagers retreated to their homes, slammed their doors, and implored the heavens, "Damn that boy who cried wolf in his impish games! May the devil take him! How I hate that boy who cried wolf!" Having had his fill of childish mischief for the time being, the boy returned to tending his sheep when all of a sudden he heard a menacing growl come out of the forest. His sheep became startled and began to attack one another, and suddenly, out from the tree line emerged a great, murderous beast. A gigantic wolf with soul-snatching yellow eyes, massive, blood-covered fangs, and a hideous, fluffy tail. It was large, larger than wolves are supposed to be for the most part, making it all the more horrendous of a sight. The boy, upon seeing the creature, nearly vacated his bowels out of fear and cried out in the night once more, "Help! Help! Help! There's a very real wolf this time that has just come out of the tree line, a wolf to which many verbally colourful adjectives may be applied. I believe he means to eat my body and cartoonishly employ the use of my bones as toothpicks afterwards. Help me, please!" The villagers heard his cries, but this time, almost hoping he wasn't lying, continued to eat their stew. The wolf leapt at the boy, drooling. The boy screamed, a horrible, blood-curdling scream, as the beast tore him limb from limb and threw his remains in every direction, covering his ludicrously picturesque green farm with all manners of the color red. "Good," uttered one of the villagers, hearing the distant uproar, unable to be bothered. After the wolf finished eating the boy's brain, it retreated into the woods with a large smile spread across its blood-spattered face. The boy was dead. Have you ever thought about death? The eternal abyss, the long and dark thereafter, the endless night for souls? This is surely what awaited the boy, if there is a hell. That is where he is now living, tending a flock of his own disheartening cries of pain. No one knows where you go after you die. All that we know is that wherever it is a place from which there is no return. His parents will mourn their loss. The villagers will savor their newfound deliverance from his constant buffoonery. They will forget him in time, but no one will ever forget the story of the annoyingly foolish head boy who cried wolf. A horrible, blood-curdling scream. After the wolf finished eating the boy's brain, it retreated into the woods with a large